Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this Rampant Sports Media broadcast for the Central Washington Wildcats against the Yakima Rugby Club Griffins. This will be a intra-league friendly Collegiate Rugby Association of America D1AA Central Washington Wildcats playing the Pacific Northwest Men's Club in the Yakima Griffins. We're just waiting here in the studio a bit for the field level cameras to go live, and we will be back with the game and the lineup shortly. There's a great picture of the boys if anyone wants to grab a screenshot of that.
I kind of think I've been doing a great job.
Yeah?
I don't know. I might have a new future in this. I'm just kidding.
We have 2:15, so I was thinking I could just start it out and kind of show you a little bit what I was envisioning, but
Okay.
and then you could take over, because I think Amelia will sub in, and then I might want to run over there. So could you just hit start once he blows the whistle, please?
Okay, we are just about to kick off here, and there goes the kickoff by Yakima. That's going to be fielded clean by CWU. Swinging it around, looking at the right-hand side, looking for that space. Good line speed by Yakima brings in there, and they're going to stop CWU at the 10. Quick move, quick step there by CWU. Pardon me, that was it. That was CWU at the 22, but they advanced forward to the 10 there on that run. And the ref blows the whistle there. Looks like he's signaling for a scrum. Didn't quite catch what the infraction was. But the ref's going to set him up for a scrum. Just a bit inside CWU's 10-meter line. Good strong scrum by both sides. CWU hooker reaches in and grabs it. CWU with the ball. There's Clumpers. He's going to dive across the 10-meter line. About a 5-6 meter gain there. And again, the ref blows it up. He's going to call CWU for not releasing the ball, and that's going to give Yakima the opportunity to kick for touch. Take over. Pretty good kicks. Going to set them up for a line out just outside the 22.
Thank you.
CWU lines up with looks like 5 on for the line out.
Yeah.
Good line out there for Yakima. Oh, but a bobble ball forward, and I believe CWU's going to grab that. Ref may be about to call a knock on, and he does. Looks like he calls a double knock on, but the first knock was to Yakima, so that's going to turn the ball over for a CWU scrum. Yeah, ref didn't like what he saw there. He's going to reset the scrum. Trying to get a count of the players here if possible, as there's a zoom out. Was told by the coach that Yakima didn't have a full 15, and that's why they're playing this abbreviated match, but we shall see. And I want to apologize to everyone. I do believe I forgot to activate the scoreboard and the clock as we started. So we'll see if we can't get that clock set up here. We're going to assume there's been about 3 minutes gone by and set the clock appropriately for the countdown here. And see, we're looking to advance into Yakima territory. They're well inside the midfield line, so it looks like they're at about the 10. I think the camera is just a touch off center from the field here, so we're seeing CWU with a kick for touch from the Yakima 10, and that's going to be a good kick. That's going to go well inside the 22, and that's going to set CWU up with a nice line-out opportunity. Looks like they're maybe about 10 meters out from the line as the boys begin to line up. Quick throw to Quade Hunt, the senior. He flips it out quickly to the backs, and he finds a hole. He's going to step that one through, and he's up close. Maybe he's about 2 meters out. Quick pickup by Quick pickup by the hooker. I believe that's Jace Cook, and he grabs that one, flips it over, dives it in, and there's a try for CWU. Nice job diving that one in just a hair outside the post, so that ought to make for a pretty straightforward conversion kick for Central's kicker. Looks like the senior Tane Jones kicking that one. It's good, and we're about, we're going to be, I'm sorry, that clock ought to say 23, not 13. So we're going to say we're about 2.5 to 3 minutes into this match, and CWU has quickly gone up by a score of 7-0. We're going to knock one more minute off the clock there and estimate that we're about 21 minutes to, we're about 4 minutes into this abbreviated 25-minute half. Yakima's kick, the lock, Nick Powell lets that one bounce. It picked up by, I believe that may be Chacon. And CWU's on the drive looking at the midfield line. Looking to swing it out to the right. Good step to the left there. And I believe that was Quaid Hunt. The tight head gets that one back to about midfield, and now they're swinging it off to the right-hand side. Looking for a hole, and they may have one there. They've got an overload on the right-hand side. Quick move, some good steps by Central there. Keeps that ball alive. They're now inside Yakima territory, looking to reset. Quick grubber by Takbian. Looks like there's no one there to really chase that one, though, so Yakima's going to pick that one up. Back about just a bit inside their own 22. Yakima's going to bring that one back out. Quick little kick for touch by CWU, and that's going to set them up with another good opportunity. Looks like they're probably about 10-ish meters out at for this line out here. And CWU looks to go onto the attack, so the lock Powell up clean line out throw there, and CWU looks to reset. Good hard rucking by CWU over to the flanker. And there's Cook again. He's looking to go forward. He makes his move forward. He's got to be about 3 meters out at this point. Forward's going to work, looking to just bash it through. There's Jones. He's going to take a quick step. He's got a quick move there. Tries to get forward, can't quite make it. Ref's going to blow that one up. Can't quite see the ref's signal here. But the Central boys are backing up, so that's an infraction against Central. Yakima with a good chance to kick that ball into touch, out of the red zone. And that's a good deep kick. I think that's going to take Yakima back. Not quite as far as I thought. Thought they might get to midfield, but it looks like they're going to be setting up their line out at their own 10-meter line. So CWU gets a hand on that one. They're going to steal that line out. There's a good hard tackle, though, by Yakima. Takes CWU down back behind the midfield line. Takbian resets. And there's the crossfield kick. Chaser can't quite get there in time. Yakima's going to field that one. Yakima looking to reset. Siwu with looking for some line speed, looking to drive them backwards. Good tackle there. Siwu just inside their own 10-meter line. I'm sorry, Yakima inside the 10-meter line, my mistake. Good drive forward. There's a good couple of meters gained by Yakima as the Griffins reset again. Hard push forward for about a meter. Bit of a scuffle there going on off the ball. I'm not sure if the ref called that. No, he didn't. There's some kind of a call against Siwu. Did not see the call, but I'm sorry, against Yakima. Siwu quickly with a quick tap and go, and they're quickly running up, and looks like they're going to be at about the 22-meter mark now. There's Quade Hunt, the big senior, driving forward. He's going to take it in maybe 5 meters out, but the ref is going to bring the ball back. Looks like an infraction to Yakima is going to bring it back for Siwu here. Looks like Siwu may be about 17, 18 meters out from the try line here as they set up for a scrum. Why is my clock counting up?
Hey, Bruce. Is there another plug-in anywhere that we could potentially?
And you hear the cameraman there asking about location for a plug, so I'm hoping we don't lose power and run out of stream here. So just quickly, I'm going to jump in here. Looks like I've got that clock running the wrong direction, so we're going to jump in here and see if we can't get that rectified. Doing a bit of quick mental math here. I think we're about 10 minutes into this game. So I believe the error was that I set that clock up as if it was counting down, but it actually counts up. So we're going to call this 10 minutes into this match here. And I offer my apologies for the error. So looks like, yeah, we had us a try by Siwu, and that's Jones with a kick, long conversion kick. It's going to be a bit wide, so that's 5 more points on the board for Siwu. And that'll put Siwu up by a score of 12-0.
Yeah, the camera's good. It's just like I forget what he called it. It's what creates the like data connection. The encoder. Yeah.
It's a good deep kick by Yakima Field, claimed by Siwu, and that believe that may be Hunt being wrestled to the ground a bit inside the 10-meter line. And ref's going to call Yakima for, looked like maybe hands in the ruck. So Siwu with a quick move, looking to restart. That's Taulili across the 10 as Siwu resets. There's a drop, maybe a knock on. Looks like nope, ref says no, that one went backwards. So, Yakima steals the ball though, and they're going to look to turn it the other way. Another bobble ball, and the ref's going to cite Yakima for a knock on. That's going to get Siwu out of danger there, turn the ball over for a Siwu scrum. Tagbian feeds the scrum, balls out. Over to Jones, to Taulili, back to Jones. He's looking out, he's coming out, they've got a man on the wing. There's a quick step, he steps 2, dives feet first, slides across the 10. See where resets, there's Powell with the ball. He's gonna drive forward for a couple. Over to Taulili. And Yakima managing to hold CWU gainless on that cycle. Again, over to Powell. He's going to swing it out to the wing. They've got an overload on the left-hand side. Oh, he's got speed down the line. He steps one man to beat. He's got the support, but looks like the ball might have just rolled into touch. And so that is going, great run by the winger there, but that's going to turn the ball over to Yakima. And we're going to have us a Griffins line out just a bit inside the 22.
Thank you.
CWU with Yakima with the line out, clean line out for Yakima as they're looking to drive forward, try to get out of that red zone. They do cross the 22 there, but CWU stops them. Yakima turn into reset. Quick little pick and go by the scrum. Oh, may have gotten away with a bit of a knock on there. Ref was not in a position to be able to see that one. And I believe our camera image has frozen. If I'm not got a message here from our camera. I think they're having a electrical issue, so they're probably going to change out batteries, and we're going to be looking to see that that stream come back up here in a few minutes, in a minute or two, hopefully. Okay, folks, we are back. Apologies there. Working through the glitches with the first game of the season as the folks work through the equipment, but the encoder ran out of battery. They had to get a power source and get it plugged in, but they're now back up. So we were out for about 5 or 6 minutes, and during that time, CWU did score. So the score is now 19-0, and I'm seeing a kick here, so it looks like CWU did score again, and that's going to make it 26-0 at this point, and we ought to be getting really close to halftime here. And yeah, I think we are gonna. I believe I did not hear hear a whistle, but I believe that we are at halftime. We're seeing the boys gather up here, so I'm going to stop the clock and get it reset to the full 25 minutes for the restart. And we go into halftime with the score: CWU 26, Yakima 0. All right, the team's taking the field here to get ready to kick off the second half. CWU will be kicking off, moving left to right, with Yakima moving right to left. And here we go. Yakima now taking the field. So just a quick count. I think I'm seeing 13 men on the field. So Yakima ready to go here. And there we go with the kickoff for the second half. Fielded clean by Yakima. Hit quickly by several CWU players, though, going nowhere to go. Yakima looking to reset, going to try to take it up the middle. Hard hit, knocks a CWU player backwards. Makes about a meter gain there as Yakima turns to reset. He looks to make a step, but hit by two CWU players. Manages to still get forward about a meter beyond the gain line, though. So Yakima looking for a little bit of a quick direction. I think CWU player came up with that. It is. It's number 14. It's the winger. He's going to intercept that pass. Just took it right out of his hands. It takes that one forward, and just like that, 38 seconds into the second half, CWU scores. So that brings our score 31-0 with the conversion yet to come. I want to take just a quick minute while we wait on the captain here to set up for the conversion, but I just want to give a shout out to that group of seniors that stuck around. You know, we all were super disappointed last year when Central Washington elected to revoke the varsity status for both the men's and the women's rugby squads. But kudos to the seniors on both sides, both the men and the women. They decided to come back, not transfer off to another school. They came back. They worked hard. They've reset this as a club, and kept this team and this tradition going. So that kick was up. It looked good, but I didn't see a flag go up. So I did not see an AR raise a flag. So I'm going to say that's no good on the kick. Might have been just a tad to the left. And here we go, a minute and a half into this second half. And CWU is up by a score of 31-0. But going back to what I was saying there, real shout out to the seniors on both the men and the women, doing the hard work to reform as a club and not let rugby die at Central Washington. So really proud of those kids, really showing some maturity and hard work. As Yakima with a good high kick, it doesn't go very far, but it makes it the requisite 10. It's going to be fielded by CWU as Techmian comes in to start them off on their first sequence. Bit of a step, a second step. He's past two. He's looking to break free. Looks like somebody may have him by the shirt tails, but a good run forward by Central there is going to get them out about to midfield. Yakima rucking hard, trying to take control of that ball, but the ref blows it up, and I think there was a failure to roll away by the Yakima defender. So with that, Jones will make a quick kick for touch here, and that should set CWU up well inside Yakima territory. Okay, I'm just getting a text message from the coach that says the conversion was indeed good, so the score is 33-0 for CWU. And Cook, the hooker, lining up here, ready to throw in. 4-man line out. Powell goes up. He comes down with it. Good line out for CWU as they're looking to swing it out to the right now. And center's going to look to go right up the middle. Going to make, probably going to lose about 5 meters on that exchange there relative to the gain line. But there's the senior Rona Taulili, and he's powering forward, just shoving defenders off, taking the ball forward beyond the 10. So CWU really showing some ground power here as they just run over defenders, carrying them backwards, and that one swung out to a wing as we lose focus for a bit. I believe he may have stepped into touch. He did, so just about 2 steps inside the 22. CWU's going to turn the ball over to Yakima for a line out. CWU again showing the 4-man line out. And the second flanker comes in, and so CWU now showing a 5-man line out as a good throw by Yakima. Oh, but they bobble the offload back to the scrummy there, and that's going to cost them several meters. That's going to set them back well inside their own 22 as they begin to try to bring this ball out of the red zone. Some good strong leg drives on the part of the Yakima players there, just inching the ball forward about a meter at a time as they look for a little bit of a redirection, and ball goes to ground. Quick tackle by, I believe that may have been Tagbian, the scrum half. And CWU being called perhaps for offsides there is going to give Yakima good opportunity to kick that ball out of the red zone. Bit of a line drive of a kick, but it really had a nice angle on it. Takes the ball well into well beyond the midfield line, about 5 meters beyond the midfield line into CWU territory. So that sets Yakima up pretty well. And Yakima showing the 6-man line out here. Ball's up. Powell steals the ball. He flips it back, so CWU in control here. Looks like they're back about inside their own 10 as they reset and looking to go right up the middle. Good power drive is going to take him forward about a meter beyond the gain line. And CWU just looking to find those holes. No gain there on that run. Quick reset. I believe that may be Klumpers trying to power it over, and he does. He's going to take it a couple of meters of gain there. Good leg power for Klumpers. Tagbian fakes the throw, takes a step. He's got it. He's open. Not much between him and the goal line. There's one man to beat. He's got looks like Quade Hunt, the senior, there to back him up. Quick pass, quick offload over back to Tagbian, and he's down at about 2 meters out. So a really good break. Good support lines for CWU there to take that ball all the way down to about 2 meters out. And I think they may have squandered it. There may have been a penalty there. No, I guess that was a penalty to Yakima. So CWU's going to, yeah, I miss seeing that. You know, that may have been a try. CWU's taking the ball back. I believe it was. I believe we had a try there. Not quite sure who made that, but another 5 points on the board there for CWU. Quickly see if I can catch my own replay here and see who scored that try. So not totally sure. I think that may have been the lock Powell scoring that one. He was the last person they dragged up off the ground, but not totally sure. And again, I do believe that kick may have been just a touch wide. We'll see if the cameraman corrects me. I couldn't quite tell on the video feed here. So I believe that was wide. We're going to call the score for now, 38-0 for Central. Yakima, nice high kick. That's going to give them plenty of time to pursue, and they do. The CWU player fields it clean, but hit as quickly as he catches the ball and driven backwards for a good 5+ meters. So good line speed, good kick on Yakima's behalf there to set Central up deep in their own territory. Central now looking to put those legs to work, driving forward, a couple of meters gain. Reset, and Jones is going to put the boot to the ball and kick that one out of the red zone all the way to midfield. Ref blew a whistle. Ref's not on camera, so I'm not able to see what happened, but there may have been some kind of a penalty back toward the point of the kick. He is signaling CWU's ball. Perhaps, yes, offside. So it's he calls an offsides to Yakima. And so Jones will get a free kick here. The kick he made previously was a banger, but this one will get him an opportunity to kick that ball into touch. It will go find touch, but it's going to be just a bit shy of midfield. We'll see CWU set up their line out. Looks like about 2 meters short of midfield. Good line out to CWU, and they're going to swing it out to the right-hand side. Here we go, up the middle. No real gain there relative to the point of the line out. CWU resets. Taulili with a quick pass. There's no one there to catch it, but looks like the fullback does come up with it. Over to Taulili. He's going to drive forward. About a meter of gain there. CWU looking to reset. Hunt, the senior, driving forward, no gain. Jones says, okay, enough of that. We're just going to boot the ball. Nice deep kick takes Yakima all the way back to their 22. Good speed by the winger and the fullback there, or I'm sorry, the two wingers to get there quickly and stop Yakima from returning that ball very far. Yakima now looking to run, but hit hard and fast by that CWU defense. Looking for the reset. Powell almost got a hand on that one, couldn't quite knock it down. Probably a good thing for him. That might have been an intentional knock on had he gotten a hand on it. As Yakima moves forward just a bit beyond the 10, and the ball comes out and is picked up by Taulili. So over to CWU as Hunt looks to power across the 10-meter line. CWU resets. Jones out to, I believe, Clumpers. He's looking for support there. He throws it. He offloads to the fullback who's got the opening. He's going to take that one all the way in. Feet first into the try zone. There's 5 more for CWU.
Yeah, I've only messed up, I think I'm getting better, so.
So shout out to our camera person there. You're doing a great job. As Jones lines up the kick, this one's going to be a good long high angle kick with the ball being touched down along the right-hand line there. We know Jones has got the leg. Will it be straight enough? Looks like that one's going to curve off to the left. No flags, so that's going to be CWU 43, Yakima 0 at the 38th minute. So we're looking at about 12, just a bit under 12 minutes left to play here. Okay, and looks like I did miss a conversion. Cameraman is showing us that the score there is 45-0. So we'll bring that score up right quick. $45-0 CWU. Yakima lining up to restart the match here. Fielded clean with a bit of an opportunity. Oh, he's hit hard, though. Good hit by Yakima. That run goes nowhere as I believe Tagbian comes out with the ball. But again, Yakima just driving them backwards. There's, I believe, Cook. He refuses to go down. He's looking to go forward. And I believe Hunt, yep, the pass just a little bit forward there. And couldn't quite tell if the ref called that a forward pass or a knock-on. It is a forward pass as CWU is going to turn the ball over to Yakima here. And looks like they're going to be well inside the 22 here. So a good scoring opportunity for Yakima as they take possession in the red zone. And they're looking to put some pressure on CWU now as we come up on the 40th minute of this match. Ref doesn't quite like what he saw in the scrum. He's going to whistle that one dead and reset him. Yakima feeds the scrum. The ball comes right back out the side. That's going to be a reset. Under 10 minutes left to play in this abbreviated match here as the ball looks like it again came out the side. Is the ref's going to say play on? He's going to say it came between the flankers' legs. Yakima with an opportunity there down the side, offloads to the wing. He takes it across, dives in. There's Yakima getting on the board. 5 points to Yakima. Good play by Yakima. Scrum half there saw a bit of an overload to the right-hand side. Quick offload right down the line allows the winger to take that one in untouched for a score. Puts Yakima on the board here as we come up on about 8 minutes left to play in this match. Of course, touching down along the sideline there is going to make for a long, difficult high-angle kick. Let's see how it goes here. Ball's up, definitely going to have the distance. If it's got the angle, ARs are waving it off. No good. That ball looked like it may have been wide to the right. And so 7.5 minutes left to go. CWU will kick to restart. There's the kick, nice and high, is going to give the defense time to get there. The ball's going to hit the ground, always a dangerous play. Fielded on the bounce by Yakima, but they're hit quickly, so going nowhere. I think CWU may have come up with the ball there. Looks like, nope, ball stays with Yakima. Quick hit, he looks to offload the ball, and it goes to ground. CWU with a quick pursuit looking to Jackal, can't quite get the ball. Yakima decides to slow it down a bit, and they're just going to quickly boot the ball. Quick box kick to try to get out of touch, but it goes almost straight up. No real distance on that one, so Yakima comes back down with it, maybe a 1 meter forward from the point of the kick. And the ref, I believe, calling CWU for hands in the ruck. CWU with hands in the ruck. Yakima is going to get a free kick now. So that's going to get them out of their red zone there. Good kick. Looks like that may end up spotted beyond the midfield line. Nope. Can't quite see it as well from the angle. They're going to be spotting that one close to the 10 for a Yakima lineout. Yakima with a good throw, but the CWU flanker gets a hand on it, knocks that one back. CWU steals the line out. Takbian sets up back at the CWU 22, out to Jones. And can't tell who the ball carrier is. Takbian resets. Jones to the wing. Hard hit on the ruck there as Takbian resets yet again. And CWU looking to put that ground game to work, but Yakima showing some determination to stop CWU. Ref signals advantage to Central. See what the call was as he blows it up here. Jones with a long kick for touch is going to take it well into Yakima territory. So CWU now looks to be about 7 or so meters outside the 22 as they set up for their line out. So again, CWU looking to threaten and move into Yakima's red zone. Showing the 4-man line out they favor as Powell goes up, comes down with it. Taulili off to the fullback. He's got a good step in and he's got good support. Quick offload. Breaks the flanker free. He steps one. He's got support. And the ball stolen out of the air by Yakima just like that. Just like that, Yakima back in control and looking to turn it around. Ref signaling advantage Yakima. Strong leg drive. He's going to take 2 CWU defenders with him as he powers forward for 5 more meters. And ref signaling high tackle to CWU. So Yakima's going to get a penalty here, an opportunity to either tap and go or perhaps kick for touch. And Yakima elects to kick for touch. Wise decision as they're well inside their own 22 there. So that kick is going to bring them out to almost CWU's 10-meter line. So a good angle on that kick. Yakima gains quite a bit of territory. And just like that, CWU's threat is neutralized as Yakima flips the field back into CWU territory. Powell looking to get a hand on it, can't quite do it. Yakima comes down with it and, looked like he was going to go for the quick grubber. Faked it, kept the ball. Ball goes to ground, though, and CWU giving chase. Yakima's going to lose a lot of meters on that one. As CWU now has them back inside their own 10. Yakima looks to reset. Again, some powerful leg drive there forward about 3 meters. And Taulili comes up with it somehow, but looks like somebody's called for offsides. That's going to flip the ball back over to Yakima. Quick tap and go. He looks to find a hole out to midfield. Quick reset. And there's Clumpers with a hard tackle. That run goes nowhere. Yakima again resetting. Brought to ground by Powell after about a meter of gain. Yakima with the reset, and he's going to be hit for a couple of meter loss. Thrown into touch. And CWU will take over with possession inside Yakima's 10-meter mark. So again, CWU looking to set up a threat with a line out in Yakima territory. And looks like there may have been a delayed or an advantage penalty being called there. So we won't be playing the line out. Ref brings it back to play the advantage penalty. Looked like a knock on to Yakima is going to give us a CWU scrum on the 10-meter line, on Yakima's 10. Coming up on 30 seconds left to play in the match here. CWU obviously with this one firmly in hand, looking to reset. Going to see if they can put another score on the board before the time runs out. Taulili back to Jones, off to fullback. He's going to be hit before he can make it back to the 10-meter mark. Taulili hanging on to it. Looked like he might have been in the pass. Decided, nah, I'm going to keep this one myself. There we go, off to the wing. Oh, he steps one. He's coming down the line. He's going to break free. He breaks free. He's going to take that one all the way through. And CWU, at the expiration of regulation time, puts another 5 on the board. So by my clock, we've run through regulation time. Jones will get an opportunity to kick a conversion here, but I believe this may be the last play of the game. Jones' kick is no good as the ARs wave it off. And ref may have a bit of stoppage time. The ref has not blown a whistle to end the match, so we're going to play on here. And the text message from the coach is telling me that the score is 52-5. So somewhere along the way, it looks like I missed a conversion. So we're going to put that 2 back up on the board there. And Yakima looks to restart with the score CWU 52, Yakima 5 as we're coming up on expiration of time for this match. Quickly fielded by CWU, looking to drive forward. It throws the ball backwards. That goes nowhere, and I believe that was the final whistle. No, my mistake. That was, there we go. There we hear the horn for the final time. So regulation time has now expired. And CWU with another, the flanker with a huge step. He steps 3 guys. He's got more steps than a Texas line dance as he looks to score. Can't quite get there. Oh, and he just barely tosses it forward. Kills the play, but what an outstanding run from all the way in CWU territory. He looked like he stepped about 3 people to come right down the line before finally being run to ground just shy of the line. And that'll bring us to the end of regulation, or end of the game here, with your final score: Central Washington University 52, Yakima Rugby Club 5. do want to thank you for tuning in to this Rampant Sports Media broadcast as we watch Central Washington Wildcats kick off their 2026 rugby season with this 52-5 victory over Yakima Griffins in this friendly that kicks off the season. So we should be back next weekend with the start of conference play, and looking forward to a strong season by the Wildcats. So again, we're Rampant Sports Media, and thanks for tuning in. We look forward to having you with us for future matches. Again, Central Washington Wildcats 52, Yakima Griffins 5.